Hi, I'm Callista with the Energy team, and we're going around asking teachers if they know what sustainability is. So, Mr. Perez, do you know what sustainability is?
Can you repeat the word, please, again?
Sustainability.
No, really, honestly, I don't know.
Hello, Coach DeHaven.
What up?
How?
Nope.
What is sustainability?
What?
What is sustainability?
Me sitting here.
Okay, so now we're here with Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martinez, do you know what sustainability is and how it'll affect humans and the
I do
environment?
know what sustainability is, and it's very important for us to be conservative in what we use. Absolutely, all the time. Is that what we're trying to save? Are we trying to save the earth, each other, pollution, paper waste, energy, with our lights? Maybe I need to turn it off when I leave. I think little things like that can go a long way.
If we don't start saving energy, how do you think it'll affect the world?
Well, I'm worried about my children and my grandchildren because what kind of challenges are going to be placed on them whenever, they're faced with these issues as well. So as a parent, I'm worried about that. Our earth continues to revolve around the sun. Everything's going to continue the same way, but how we treat it, how we are aware of the impact that our footprint, be it digital or realistic, affects the earth is something we always have to keep at the forefront.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we're here with Miss Harville, and Miss Harville, we want to know, do you know what sustainability means, or better yet, what does sustainability mean to you?
Sustainability means trying my best to keep looking this cute as I age every year. Is that right?
That's a good one, Miss Harville. Unfortunately, no, that's not what it is. So if I say, what is sustainability of energy use, or what does it mean to be sustainable with energy, does that help a little bit? Can you try to talk about now what that means to you?
Maybe turning off the light when in the other room when you're not in that room. Maybe running a couple of errands at the same time so you only use one gas tank, then running an errand here, running an errand there, and wasting a lot of gas. I don't know. Is that right?
That sounds good to me. Okay. So another question for you. What do you think the impact on the human race is if we start running out of energy? What do you think the impact will be on the human race as we, I guess, run out of energy? Because it's kind of inevitable at this point.
Wouldn't the human race be a little sluggish if they run out of energy?
Probably.
Is that right?
Probably.
I mean, I'm feeling like...
So in terms of electrical energy, electrical energy. Right.
Yes.
What do you think we might lose use of if that happens?
Well, we may not have lights at night. So, like our ancestors, we go to bed when the sun goes to bed. And then we get up when the sun wakes up.
Okay, that's a great answer.
Because we're not going to have the lights.
What do you think about the further use of computers, cell phones, stuff like that?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind going back to the early 80s when there was no internet. I'd be okay with that.
Okay. What do you think you would do if you were not able to use your cell phone anymore?
I would personally rejoice on that.
Okay.
It's an addiction I don't like.
Okay. What do you think?
But I do know that society we've become, we need the internet because it's based off of the bank system, the government system, the school system. So yes, I mean the world would just kind of plummet for a while if all of a sudden it would go away.
Excellent. Thank you for your time, Miss Harville.
What is sustainability?
I have no clue. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what sustainability means. Sorry, I'm not thinking right now.
Ben, what is sustainability?
It's with resources, like not running out of resources or something.
Okay.
No, that's not right.
How do you think you're going to use that later in life?
Recycle and use all my resources and not always wasting gas and energy.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here with Tiffany and Sydney from the freshman class. Ladies, what does sustainability mean to you? Can anybody give me a definition?
Well, sustainability means regaining energy or saving energy, and it's around all of us.
Okay. Sydney, what about you? What do you think sustainability means?
I think sustainability means that you're kind of keeping things at a good place, and you're kind of making sure everything kind of stays the same, like consistently throughout a period of time.
Okay. So when we talk about sustainability of energy or sustaining energy, what does that then mean to you? What do you think of when you hear sustaining energy?
I think it means using more renewable resources than it is like to use non-renewable resources, and to keep up like conserving energy, because that's like really important.
Okay, so ladies, now let's talk about why is it important? Why is it important to humans to conserve energy or to be sustainable?
Well, to conserve energy, you're saving the energy so not a lot of carbon dioxide goes into the air, or so many resources are used, we might not have any resources in the future anymore.
Okay, and then how will that impact us though? If we run out of these resources, what kind of impacts are humans going to see besides like harmful things being put into the atmosphere?
I think it has to do a lot with technology and how much we use technology, because at the rate we're using technology, we're eventually going to kind of go over, if you will, I don't really know. But we're going to go over the amount like we should use, and we're going to use too much energy because we already are using a lot more than we should, just like regarding technology.
Okay, and so what you're saying is that the technology that we're using requires energy in the form of like what, electricity? Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, and so if we run out of electricity, what kind of things are you not going to be able to use anymore?
A lot of things.
Like, what's most important in your life, ladies?
Our phones.
Phones, right? Okay. And so how would you feel if you woke up one morning and somebody said, guess what? We can't use cell phones anymore. We can't use computers anymore. We have to conserve, or we can't waste electricity on them anymore. How would you feel about that?
I would be sad. I'd be sad.
Sad? Would you freak out?
I would freak out, but then I think you eventually learn to adapt. But I would freak out.
Okay.
Some people would be glad.
Yeah, because some people, not everybody uses their phones a whole bunch.
Okay, but let's face it, ladies. Who's that? Not many people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think that you could go for a day or two without your cell phone or without your computer? Without it bothering you?
Yeah.
Do you think you're addicted to your cell phones?
Not really.
No? Okay. That might be something good for a challenge, right? For maybe the students. Okay, thanks ladies. Really appreciate your time.
So an example of harming the environment is pollution, and another example for depleting natural resources is excessively using oil.
Hi guys, Miss Dunn here. As you might have guessed from the earlier interviews, this PSCI session is about sustainability. Here at St. Pius X High School, we have partnered up with Centerpoint Energy and a local energy company called Willdan Solutions to bring what's called the Sustainable Schools program to our campus. The goal of the Sustainable Schools program is to teach change of behavior or behavior change in the faculty, staff, and students to become more sustainable. Earlier in the video, Jenna explained what sustainability is. Hopefully you guys were listening. Okay, so in our next clip, we are going to show you what the energy team is looking for every day when they make their rounds about the school.
Oh, look, Taya. There's no teacher in here, and the computer's on. We should turn it off. We should. Okay. Look, the heater's on, and the door is open.
That's wasting electricity.
I think you should close the door.
Look, guys, there's nobody in here and the lights are on.
Yeah, this is wasting a lot of electricity.
I think we need to turn them on. This isn't responsible.
We are having a sustainability contest, so it was starting after this video and going until next Tuesday. So your teacher will pass out paper to you and write down any original ideas that you have to make the school more sustainable.
and just put them in your grade level box, which will be at the front of the school. And the grade level with the most original ideas for sustainability will get a free Jeans Day. So for the free Jeans Day, that is a free dress day, but you must wear blue or black jeans in good repair with a St. Pius t-shirt. And the boxes to turn in your ideas will be by Ms. Budnick.
In honor of our Sustainability PSCI today, tomorrow we will have a blackout day, which means in all of our classes we're going to have try and turn off all the lights to save energy. Second of all, the cafeteria will only be serving cold lunches, like sandwiches. And then third, we're going to have a blackout close day. So we can wear uniform bottoms, preferably black, hence blackout. And then you can wear a black St. Pius polo, or you can wear a black St. Pius t-shirt. Look at Courtney.
Alright guys, as a reminder, please remember that tomorrow is the blackout day. And the contest starts tomorrow and it ends next Tuesday. Also, SVX Energy team would like to thank the school for their recent improvements that are helping to make our campus more sustainable. And finally, we would like to leave you with some questions to ponder. What can we do to make our school more sustainable? And what can you do to make your home more sustainable?
Now you got to turn off the lights.